Hey, it's Juanita Wrestling, y'all. Hope you all are having an amazing day and hope everyone's 2022 is off to a great start. So, I'm back a little bit early because I have to talk about the first Dynamite on TBS. That actually, happened just a couple of days ago, and it happened in Newark, New Jersey. I gotta say, the card was really freaking stacked. And I don't know about you guys, but I was really on the fence about, whether to go or to not go, to Newark because I actually got the chance to be at the first Dynamite that took place back in 2019 on Dynamite in DC. And I thought to myself, I'm like, man, it would be really, really cool, for me to try to be at the first Dynamite on TBS. But I was like, man, no, like I was literally just in Jacksonville last week. So I'm like, no, I shouldn't. But, with the card that they had, I was like, man. And if you guys recall from the last video I shot, I was telling you guys about how I was really looking forward to and excited for, the card of, or the match that was going to happen to crown the first ever TBS champion. And like I had mentioned to you guys in the last video, my money was on Jade. And so, it turned out, she had won her match and, had made it to the finals. So for me, I was like, man, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what, if I don't go, I'm probably going to regret it and stuff like that. So ultimately, I made the last minute decision to go ahead and go. And I'm glad I did. So I'm going to go ahead and just, go over the matches and stuff like that. My thoughts and stuff about everything. And like I said, just touch a little bit about my thoughts on how Dynamite and Rampage were again actually done on the same night and stuff like that. Because I kind of have mixed feelings about that, about having, Dynamite and Rampage together and stuff like that. As a fan, being able to see both in person is great and stuff like that. But we'll get into that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Yo, you guys. Okay, now this match right here, the opening match. Now this was a match I wanted to see. Like I wanted to see in person and stuff like that. The first time they went up against each other. And obviously I'm talking about our AEW World Champion, Adam Hangman Page, against the American Dragon, Mr. Bryan Danielson. And so that match, oh man, I was so disappointed that I had not gone to see them, wrestle at Winter is Coming and stuff like that. But you know what? Being there in person to witness this, match, live in person and stuff like that, their second, match, oh my gosh. It was absolutely incredible, you guys. Like there was so much blood. I was just like, holy crap, man, they're really going at it. I mean, it was so intense. I felt the passion of that match, you guys. I mean, they were literally just going. And I was thinking that, throughout the match, I was like, man, like there's got to be a winner. I mean, it can't go to like a decision of judges and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, these guys were literally tearing it up. And they were going. I I thought, with the episode, last week's episode of Rampage, seeing the street fight and stuff like that we got with the bunny, Penelope, Anna Jay, and Conti, that was going to be it. Like they closed out the year, with all of that. And here we are, first Dynamite of 2022. And yo, we get that and then some again. I was like, and on the debut on the TBS, network, I'm like, holy crap, this is AEW, you guys. I'm like, good grief. I mean, when I tell you guys, they literally put it all out there. I mean, man, they did. And it was an incredible match. If you guys have not had an opportunity to watch that match, I strongly, highly encourage you to do so. Now, mind you, if you're a little sensitive to blood, you may want to cover your eyes a little bit, but I'm telling you guys, it was an incredible match. And I'm just so happy and I'm so proud of Hangman. I mean, he went out there and he did his damn thing. He did some cowboy-ish, you guys. Real cowboy-ish. Now, I have to say that now with, Hangman, picking up the win, and now the score has been settled with Danielson. What's next for Danielson? Like, I mean, I know he had said when he came there, he just wants to go in there. He wants to go, kick somebody's effing head in, and stuff like that. So what's next? What's next for him? And my other question is, who's coming for the AEW championship? Who is it? Who are we gonna get? So I'm interested to see where now, they both go from here and stuff like that. So who do you guys think? Who do you guys think, honestly, is next in line for the AEW World Championship? Like, I mean, for me, Hangman is my champion, and he's going to be my champion for a good while. He's put in the time, he is a great representation of AEW. He's literally, been homegrown and stuff like that, well, built up in AEW, and I love the fact that he is now, the face of AEW. I think that's amazing. So we'll see who, steps up to the plate, Now I have to say, you guys, the next segment that came up and stuff like that obviously was with the Acclaimed, and I, of course, got all excited because you guys know I love the Acclaimed. And so I have to say, their freaking segment was so effing funny, you guys. I was like, I love them. And you know what? They have so, many cool, because I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but they announced that they were going to be coming out with a music video next week on Dynamite in response to, Sting and Darby Allin, based on, what happened in their match that they had in Jacksonville last week and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I don't know if you guys have seen, any of their previous music videos that they've done and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, they are freaking hilarious. They are funny. I love Max's songs and stuff like that he has out already. And I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but he's supposed to be coming out with new songs this year. And most of the songs that he comes out with, he has little music videos to go along with it and stuff like that. So if you guys, if you guys get a chance, you should go, look up his, music videos and stuff like that on YouTube, so that way you could see what I'm talking about. And then, I mean, his actual music that he has right now out, it's available on all platforms. You guys should give it a listen. He's got some good stuff, and I'm not just saying that because, I love Max Caster. It's really good stuff. And if you've been to his concerts, you know what I mean. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what their music video is going to be and stuff like that. I know it's going to be some good stuff, funny stuff for sure, if anything else. So now the next match that happened, which I was like, okay, MJF versus the Captain, Sean Dean. So I was like, okay, you know, this match is gonna, sorry, Captain, this match is gonna be a quick match. It's gonna be, you know, whatever, 1, 2, 3, and that's it, and stuff like that. So they get out there and stuff like that. And then who comes running down? Freaking CM Punk, you guys. And of course, you know, MJF gives how to dodge and stuff like that, gets out of the ring, and then, you know, Punk is left in the ring there with, you know, Sean Dean, and he freaking, like, beats the crap out of him. And then as a result of that, freaking MJF gets his first loss, you guys. And it's against the Captain. Holy moly. Now, after all that, guys, the promo, holy crap. Guys, I'm not even going to go into detail. You guys need to go look up that promo that freaking CM Punk cut on MJF. I was just like, ding. I mean, he made some really, really interesting points, and I was like, holy crap, man. I was like, it's a little bit too much, but I'm like, hey, it's wrestling, you know, like, and MJF, you know, he's asking for it. So I'm actually pretty happy that, you know, they're going, you know, they're still interacting with each other, because, you know, over the previous week or so, I was starting to get the idea that I'm like, man, are they not gonna feud anymore? Like, you know, are they moving away from this? Like, what, you know, what's going on? So I'm glad that they're still kind of like, you know, going back and forth and stuff like that. So, you know, we'll see what happens next week, and how and if, you know, MJ responds to that, you know, what happened about him getting his first loss and stuff like that in 2022, you know, to the Captain. So I know he cannot be happy about that. But hey, it is what it is, you know? Now, the next match, ooh, man, let me just say, and I've been saying this now for, you know, a little bit, it is Wardlow's world, you guys. Wow. He is so strong. Like, so strong. Man, he laid waste to that poor guy, you know, that he went up against, you know. And you know what? Like, I am getting so excited for him, because, like, I see the build. Like, it's happening. It's going to happen, where he's finally going to go ahead and break free of the Pinnacle, break free of MJF, you know. And the thing is that, like, I'm getting a little antsy, because I'm like, oh, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, but it's like when is it gonna happen? You know what I mean? So, but man, it's just awesome to, you know, see Wardlow, you know, getting this time and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for him, and I have a feeling, at least I hope, that this is going to be the year where he breaks out and stuff like that, you know, goes out, you know, on his own, and, you know, kills it. So we'll see, you know, how and when, you know, this plays all out. Now, the next match, which is the reason I decided to go to New York, and that is for the TBS championship, you know, with Ruby Soho against Jade Cargill. Now, like I said, I literally went to that show to see her. And I don't know if you guys saw, but look, like, this is how serious I was. Okay, you know, for those who know me and stuff like that, like, I don't really like to curse, and I think you guys have seen that, you know, a couple, you know, and a couple of the videos I've done and stuff like that, that I'm not really one that likes to curse and stuff. So when I made my sign, I was really torn, because again, I don't like to curse. I don't like to, you know, whatever. So when I made this sign, I was like literally like I always felt guilty because I was like, man, I don't like, I don't like to curse, I don't like to whatever. But again, it's her thing. She's that B, you know what I mean? So here's the sign that I did against me being, whatever, okay? But as you see that I didn't put the whole, had to, bleep it a little bit and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I went ahead and legit went and was there for Jade and stuff like that. And let me just say, I've literally been following her since she debuted. And I literally said day one when I saw her, I was like, yo, she's going to be someone. She's going to be somebody. She's going to make an impact in AEW. And oh, look, I'm getting goosebumps. And let me tell you guys, people that are like, giving her a hard time or, saying these things about her maybe not necessarily being, super experienced or whatever. You guys need to like back up a little bit and realize that she did come into AEW with no prior experience whatsoever. Now, the time that she's been there from literally day one to the last match she had where she became TBS champion, the growth in her has been phenomenal, guys. Like, she has it, okay? She has it. And clearly, she showed everyone that night that she does. And the thing is I am so happy. I am so happy with the result because it easily could have gone in the other direction. And you know what? I am not going to take anything away from Ruby Soho because she is an awesome wrestler. I love what she does and what she brings in that ring. And in my opinion, she is going to be a champion. She is in AEW. I think, for me though, seeing, Jade become the champion and stuff like that, not only, was it the right, not only was it the right thing, but it was deserved. She put the time in. She's been there. She's been working. She's been doing it. You know what I mean? And I have to tell you guys, I obviously it wasn't televised, but and I'm sure at this point you guys have seen it. There's a picture of her, that was taken where she is holding her daughter, okay, in one arm, and then she has the TBS championship in her other arm. And look, guys, oh my gosh, look, I have goosebumps. That has to be one of the most empowering moments, pictures, like I've ever seen, like, and to witness that is the definition of a go-getter, like of a superwoman. Like, that is absolutely incredible. And I just felt so inspired seeing that. Like, that just tells me, and it shows me right there that you can do anything. There are no limits. There are no limits. If you want something, you can do it. You can have it. You just have to put in the work. And Jade, she put in that work. She's that, okay, I can't say the word, guys. That B. She's that B. And now she is the TBS champion. So she's here, guys. She's here. And I have a feeling she's not going to go away anytime soon. So you guys better tune in and check her out and see what she's all about. She means business. So happy. I'm so happy. So happy for her. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, what they do, with the TBS championship and stuff like that. And and how, you know, they are going to continue to just, you know, allow, you know, Jade Cargill to go ahead and elevate and go as high as she possibly can. So that's good-ish, guys. That's real good-ish. Now, I have to say, the segment that came on after that, you know, that promo that Serena Deeb had, ooh, now that chick, that man, I would never, ever mess with someone like Serena Deeb. She is a freaking bad ass. Okay. Yo, like, and her with Sheeta in the ring, that's just some good old freaking wrestling. Okay, guys? Freaking wrestling. And you know what? For me, I'm glad they're going to go ahead and have another match. And I love that they're continuing this feud between the two of them, because it's really freaking good. Like, you feel it. You feel that animosity, okay? You can feel that, you know, that I don't want to say it's anger, but frustration, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like Serena has like this chip on her shoulder or something, like I don't know, but you know what? She's expressing that in the ring. And man, like I said, I don't want to be in that ring with Serena Deeb. She is nobody to mess with. Now, I'm not going to take any credit away from Sheeta, because she is a total freaking another badass. Also, okay, so she's freaking like she doesn't hold back. You know what I mean? So I am super happy that they're letting these two phenomenal wrestlers get in the ring and letting them go at it and stuff like that, you know, to give us a great freaking match. I'm excited for it. I don't think I don't know if I could pick between the two of them, because they are both, you know, amazing. You know, they are legit super freaking phenomenal wrestlers. Oh, speaking of, hold on just a second, let me show you. Yes, holy Sheeta, guys, holy Sheeta. But yeah, so, but I think if I had to choose on the spot, like right then and there, I'm gonna have to go with Miss Serena Deeb, guys. She's got it. She's, you know, she's the ish. So yeah, so, and then the next match that came up, which I'm not gonna lie, guys, for me it was probably like not, you know, my favorite, or like, you know, whatever. But it was Malachi Black versus Brian Pillman Jr. with Miss Julia Hart at ringside with her eye patch and stuff like that. So can I just say, can we just go ahead and get Julia to join House of Black and like change her name to Julia Blackheart? Doesn't that sound cool? I think so. I mean, she's already got the patch. Like, you know, she just needs to add a little, you know, black to her wardrobe and stuff like that. And then boom, she's ready to go. I mean, she's already one foot in with, you know, the eye patch. I don't know if you guys, you know, remember Mr. Malachi Black when he first, you know, joined and stuff like that, but he had that going on too. And, you know, look at the transformation with Mr. Malachi Black. And can you imagine Miss Julia Blackheart with House of Black? Ooh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I definitely see the House of Black getting a little bit bigger in 2022. So we'll see what happens. Now, the next match, which is the main event and stuff like that, and it was for the tag team, you know, championship, Lucha Brothers versus Jurassic Express. Man, you guys, what a freaking match. I mean, it was beautiful. It was so, look, for me, anytime the Lucha Brothers get in the ring, it's going to be magic. I absolutely freaking love them. And they are incredible. But you know what? Jurassic Express, you know, they're solid, they're good and stuff like that. And, you know, now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna front and stuff. I'm not sure if I necessarily would have picked, you know, the Lucha Express to, you know, to be like up there, you know, getting that shot, you know, and stuff like that against the Lucha Brothers and stuff like that. But, you know, they've definitely put time in, they've put in the work and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously well deserved and stuff like that to be able to have that opportunity. Now, I have to say, and I'm sorry, like, I don't want Christian with them. Like, Jurassic Express is just fine, okay, by themselves. They don't need to have Christian there. They don't, and stuff like that. And I think if anything, if anyone is gonna be with them, it should be Marco Stunt, which, you know, sadly we haven't seen in a while and stuff like that. But for me, I'm like, if they're gonna have a third member, or if they're gonna, you know, I would rather have it be Marco Stunt. But, you know, I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing Marco and stuff like that anytime soon, because, you know, he's been out for a little while and stuff like that. But that's, you know, that's just me. But, you know, I have to say, you know, I was not expecting the result that we got. But on the flip side of that, I was super happy for them, because, you know, they've been there since the very beginning and stuff like that. And, you know, they're both very good wrestlers. They work well as a unit and stuff like that. And, you know, having them win the tag team championship, you know, it was very shocking to me, but I was happy. I was happy for them, because, like I said, they deserve that and stuff like that. So it's going to be really interesting to see, you know, moving forward, you know, what's going to happen with the tag team division. You know, honestly, All Elite Wrestling, AEW, they have the best tag team division in professional wrestling. So I am very excited, you know, to see, you know, where they go from here. Oh, and let me show you guys, you know, our newly, you know, crowned tag team champions. Guys, check it out. I have their fig, their ringside exclusive fig. Check this out, guys. You see it? It's pretty badass. Oh my gosh, I cursed again. But it is. It's pretty cool. Like, oh, I'm closing this room. Look at this. Isn't that so freaking awesome, you guys? Look at that. I love it. As far as like the detail and stuff like that, it looks amazing. I love it. Look at that. See? Now they just need to do a new one with their titles and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. I think these are still available on Ringside. You guys, if you guys don't have one, you guys definitely should. Like, look at the, it's pretty big as far as like the box and stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty good size. See? But yeah, I'm not gonna get, like I said, I'm not gonna run. I'm like super happy for them and stuff like that. You know, they definitely earned it. But between us, you know, I'm probably wrong for this, but I am excited that they are now champs, because that could potentially open it up for the Acclaimed, you guys. Because I told you guys, they are the tag team to watch. And I know they're going to be tag team champions. okay? Yeah, I said it. They are, okay? Now, if it's the Acclaim to dethrone them, the Jurassic Express, I'm not going to be sorry about it because I love the Acclaimed. But we'll leave that for another time. You know, we'll see what happens and stuff like that. For now, I really do hope they get to have a good, you know, title run and stuff like that because they deserve that. So now, switching gears, going into Rampage, because we had a night where we got to have Dynamite and Rampage on, you know, the first night because they ended up, you know, doing a taping and stuff like that. So the opening match, okay, of course, first Rampage of 2022, okay, and it has to go and start with the boom, okay? Adam Cole, baby, versus Jake Atlas. Jake Atlas, you guys. Mr. Jake Atlas. He made his Rampage debut. And can I just say, he did a pretty dang good job, okay? Sadly, from what I understand, though, he got injured and stuff like that, which is such a bummer because he had such a good match on Dark and stuff like that. And then he had such a good debut on Rampage, and now he got hurt. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and stuff like that, so he can get back in the ring and stuff like that, and we get to see more of him because I'm super pumped about him. He's a good wrestler. But obviously, of course, you know, Mr. You know, Adam Cole, I mean, obviously picks up the win because he is AEW, okay? He is, you know, one of, if not the top star in AEW. So, of course, he's going to get the win. But if you guys saw the results of that, you saw who came out. It was Orange Cassidy. So, it looks like he and Adam Cole still have some beef and stuff like that, so that they need to go ahead and settle. So I'm actually enjoying that and stuff like that, and I hope we get a full-on feud between them two and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll culminate and we get to see it like at Revolution or something like that, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, again, well, hopefully it's a feud between, you know, Adam Cole with Red Dragon and Orange Cassidy with Best Friends. Because like I said in the last video, guys, oh my gosh, we are having those two factions go at it in AEW. Who would have thought? Okay, right? So I'm like super happy about that and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with that. Now, the next match that happened, Hook, okay? Freaking Hook, all right? Versus, you know, Aaron Solo, whatever. Okay, Hook went in there, he destroyed him and stuff like that, and just was like, yeah, whatever, and stuff like that. Hook is, he's so over. Like, I have to tell you guys, I don't know if like you guys really got to hear it like on TV, but man, the people in the crowd, guys, oh my gosh, it was like Hook, 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 Hook. I mean, the whole building, okay, the whole building was like literally shouting his name. I was like, holy moly. I'm like, it's crazy. And you know what the thing is though? Like, he's backing it up. Like, you know what I mean? He can wrestle, he can go and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Guys, the hype is real. It's real. So, like I said, that was a treat for me to get to see him and stuff like that, you know, get in there and, you know, take out that member of the factory and stuff like that and stuff. So that was some good stuff. Now the next match, the tag team match between Britt Baker, DMD, and Miss Jamie Hayter against Ruby Soho and Rijo, you know, that match was to be expected and stuff like that and everything. Now, I will say, you know, I don't know if it's just me, but like, you know, is the tension starting to grow between, you know, Jamie Hayter and Britt Baker? Like, I don't know. It seems to me, you know, at some point, you know, she's gonna say, look, I don't want any more of this, I'm out too, you know. I will say, you know, Jamie Hayter, she's definitely got some, you know, potential and stuff like that as well to be, you know, an incredible solo wrestler and stuff like that. You know, she's a great wrestler, she's got the look and stuff like that. I mean, you know, she brings it and stuff like that. So and to be honest, you know, when I see her with Brit and Rebel, like, to me, she always kind of like looks like she's a little bit out of place, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, oh, you know, like I said, I think she's another one that I see, you know, kind of breaking out on her own in 2022, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out and stuff like that. So now the main event, which is the no DQ, no rules, no holds bar match, you know, between Danny Garcia and 2.0 versus Eddie Kingston and the proud and powerful Santana and Ortiz. Man, these guys just went at it, okay? They were like, I mean, I'm like, you know what? I believe that they don't like each other and stuff like that. I mean, they were in there, like they were getting it and stuff like that. So I just enjoyed, you know, just seeing that, you know, all out brawl and stuff like that um, go, you know, right there and stuff like that, like right in front of me. So that was some good stuff. Now, I will have to say, I'm very happy that, I mean, even though they don't like them, again, which I said in the previous video, I'm happy that Garcia is getting this time. And you know what? Kudos to 2.0 also, okay? Like, they're getting in there and like they're over there making a little, you know, impact too. So I'm proud, I know a lot of people don't, you know, care for them, but you know what? I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them and stuff like that. So I mean, and again, you know, nothing against, you know, whatever, but again, Garcia is one that I see a lot of potential and that I hope, you know, that he gets to do more singles matches in 2022 and gets to really have that platform for him to go ahead and shine, because you know what, he is definitely one that I see becoming a TNT champion, you guys. Mark my words. You know, if I'm wrong, yeah, put it in the comments and tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not, you guys. I'm not. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, yeah, you know, I think that wraps it up, guys, and stuff like that, as far as like, you know, the cards and stuff like that. Now, again, which I mentioned at the beginning of the video, which I wanted to ask you guys, because, you know, what your thoughts are on it. Again, about when they do, you know, the Dynamite and Rampage, when they do it together and stuff like that, you know. Again, like I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, I have mixed feelings about that, because as a fan, when I'm there in person and I get to see the two of them, like I said, I love it. I think it's awesome that I get that, you know, 2-for-1 and stuff like that. But on the other side of that, I really enjoy the shows being live and stuff like that when we're watching them and stuff. So for me, I don't know, like, necessarily if I want them to be together all the time, because Well, for one, especially now with social media and everything like that, you got people who, do the spoilers and, like let people know, because, and that's just like, that's no fun. You know what I mean? We don't want to know what the results are and stuff like that. And so, I mean, you could just stay off of social media and avoid it, and stuff like that. But realistically, who's going to stay off of social media or off of the internet and stuff like that for, for 2 days? If you are one of them, kudos to you, because I mean, in the world that we live in now, we're always connected, So as far as that, like I said, I'd rather see, no, I can't say one or the other. Okay, well, I will say this. I would rather have Rampage be live. I will say that. But the thing is, what, I guess I need to take into account is that, Rampage is only 1 hour. So that's only that 1 hour of TV. However, over, last year, there were some Rampages that I got to go to that were on its own night. And so what they went ahead and did is they did dark tapings and stuff like that, and elevation tapings. So, I mean, you got a full card, if you were there attending in person and stuff like that. So you're not going and you're just getting the 1 hour and that's it. You're there for a couple of hours and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. And again, just so that way we can keep, the shows live. But again, on the opposite side of that, again, especially if you're there and you're attending, I mean, it's freaking awesome. Like, it's awesome that you get to see the two programs right then and there. You're there live to see them, which again, as for me, I love that. I love the fact that I get to see, the two of them and stuff like that. But from a perspective of like spoilers and like people, saying that, yeah. So like, as you guys can see, I'm on the fence about that. So but again, of all that, I will say I love and prefer to see wrestling live instead of it being taped. So I will say that. So does it matter to you guys? Do you guys care if it's live or pre-taped? Do you guys have a preference? Like I said, I don't know, but let me know what you think, what you prefer. Does it matter? Drop it in the comments and let me know and stuff like that. So, well, I think that's it for me, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for coming back, tuning in, and giving me all those those cool comments and feedbacks that you guys have been giving me and stuff. Please like the video, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, and stuff like that. And you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, and one last thing, if and when, like, you guys like see me and stuff like that at wrestling events and stuff like that, please feel free to come up and say, hey, and stuff like that. I love meeting new people, like, at wrestling shows. Wrestling fans are the best kind of people. Like, we are a special breed, to say the least, and stuff like that. So I hope to see you guys at a future show. And in the meantime, you guys take care, stay safe, have an amazing day. And remember, guys, wrestling is life. Bye.